Car's stuck. This car is stuck.
The videos are all over social media.
This is insane.
During last Friday's storm, a number of self-driving Waymo cars were spotted in rising floodwaters or pulled over along the side of the road around the valley.
At that point, I felt a little uneasy.
Leah Sarat was a passenger in one of those Waymos. She had called for the rideshare service to take her from Tempe to her house in central Phoenix, but didn't make it after she noticed the vehicle doing some strange things.
It stopped, I want to say, a total of 3 different times. Pulled over once when there didn't seem to be a reason to pull over. Once it just took me into a side street of a residential neighborhood and just stopped. The third time, it actually made a turn and was turning into oncoming traffic. And stopped there. I didn't feel unsafe, right? But it was really stopped in front of, traffic was heading toward us and we were right across the center lane.
Sarat waited until it was safe, got out of the Waymo, then called an Uber to take her home. Other Waymo passengers from that day have similar stories. They all tell us their Waymo vehicles seem to be confused by the rising water on city streets.
They're very risk averse.
We reached out to ASU professor and AI technology expert Andrew Maynard to explain what happened. He said the Waymo vehicles are programmed to respond to any hazards on the road, but it appears they did not know what to do when confronted with flooded streets, so they just stopped to avoid any potential problems.
Part of the problem is it's incredibly hard to train a machine to know what to do with water. Their cameras and their LiDAR systems, their detectors see it, and all they see is this sort of sheet of something. They don't know whether it's wet road, whether it's a sort of little sheen on the surface, or whether it's 3 foot deep. And of course, that is confusing to them. It's confusing to human drivers as well.
Waymo temporarily suspended its rideshare service, then restored it by Sunday morning. Company officials tell us no one was injured during the shutdown, and they always prioritize safety for all their passengers. Maynard tells us the AI technology will allow the Waymos to learn from the experience, so we're less likely to see this during the next big storm.
The Waymos are doing pretty well. They're pretty good drivers, but they're still learning.
The Waymo passengers I spoke to today told me that despite their crazy experience, they're not afraid to get back into a Waymo again, but maybe in a heavy rainstorm, they might choose a different rideshare service. In Phoenix, Jason Berry for Arizona's